Man, I've been so bad today. I've been procrastinating this damn video. Well, not this video specifically, but just doing anything. I've been procrastinating so badly. And finally, I'm getting time to sit down and watch this episode. And I'm really excited to watch these two episodes, 17 and 18 of Apothecary Diaries. But I've kind of given myself like 25 minutes to watch 2 episodes of Apothecary Diaries. It doesn't make any damn sense. So I'm maybe just gonna have to stay up extra late. I mean, that's the only option I've got, really. So I'm just gonna have to stay up late tonight to make sure that I can watch these 2 episodes. And it's all my fault. It's this guy. It wasn't anything that got in the way. It was just me. So yeah, anyway, we're doing Apothecary Diaries, episodes 17 and 18. Look, I'm glad if I'm procrastinating something, I'm glad it's Apothecary Diaries because, like, at least I'm gonna be happy to stay up to watch this show. Because I really enjoy it, and it's probably gonna go by pretty quickly. I feel like Apothecary Diaries always goes by like that, you know? In the latest episodes, I think the last episode was the one that had like the 3 brothers, right? And that was like one of my favorite episodes of the show, genuinely. It was so good. I really liked the mystery. I liked the way it played out. I thought it all came together really nicely. So I'm looking forward to jumping into this more. We might get more Lakan and like what the weird stuff going on with him is. There's lots of good stuff. So let's go jump into it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And guess what? I've got a Patreon account, and that Patreon account has the full-length reactions and early access, which means you can get the next 2 episodes, which is 19 and 20, on my Patreon account right now. So go check that out. But let's jump into this. This is Apothecary Diaries, Season 1, Episode 17.
Perfect. Then you wouldn't mind helping with mine.
Yeah, the makeup, right? That was the last thing?
As if he needs any.
He's got a perfect face.
And many have started over a similar cause. The pursuit of a beautiful woman. All his heavenly beauty were to put on makeup. Are you trying to topple a nation?
Where did that come from? I am more interested in how you make your freckles.
They seem pretty simple.
He wants to be less
Seems like
beautiful
just
instead of more. This shade is a bit too dark for your skin, though.
If only there...
In that case, lacquer will certainly do the trick. If you're alright with the effects being permanent, that is.
Think I'll pass. All right, then do it for me. Use all your skills and make me a completely different person.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. I want to see how this works out.
To this time, regardless. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it right. Good morning, Master.
Oh my god, no, he's prettier than ever. How are you gonna work with this?
I was just noticing how lovely you are yet again.
A little early for sarcasm.
In that case, excuse me.
Oh my gracious.
What's she doing?
Because the salt of the earth can't afford this kind of incense. Your current outfit, and I highly doubt importing these sort of aromatics from overseas would be within their budget range.
I'm amazed you could tell.
I've trained my sense of smell to separate medicinal herbs from poisonous ones.
So it's very good for everything.
Bravo identifies good customers?
I don't.
Yes, but smell is also an important
Yeah, if they're
factor.
wearing an expensive
For example,
cologne or whatever.
Those who wear showy scents, but are wearing them to conceal venereal diseases. Those who
Jeez.
smell like livestock don't bathe. If you would find a new set of clothes, preferably something that hasn't had a chance to be washed yet and reeks.
Oh my gosh.
Dear.
Hold on.
Now then, while he finds that,
Does it have to be like really terribly smelling? Or can it just be like in the
oil
middle?
mixed with salt, but it'll roughen up the texture too. Pardon me.
It's really funny, like, having to make his hair uglier and, like, messier. I wish I had that problem.
Really? Couldn't you use better cloth to tie his hair back?
No.
Commoners use whatever's available.
Hopefully you'll find these acceptable.
Oh my god.
Sniff, 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 sniff.
I
A lot
love
worse, but this will suffice.
I love the sound effects in this show.
Next up, please take your clothes off.
All right.
While I stare at you. Oh my god, he's muscly.
But he's shockingly well proportioned and muscular.
We're gonna need to fill you with chocolate.
Understood.
Once the clothes cover him.
Poor Jinchi.
Oh my gosh.
Being Master... This'll be a challenge. Now for your face.
Huh?
He's so annoyingly beautiful. Touch. No
Annoyingly
sign of
beautiful.
Any facial hairs or pores. Imagine if I tried making him more alluring.
This is the most interested I've been in watching a makeup scene. Oh no, what are you doing?
The one... But don't purse too hard.
Oh my god. Oh no, he's hotter. Now he's beautiful.
I'm glad we're doing this in private. If anyone, there'd be a riot.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
would start a
Is
war.
something wrong?
I'm ready to go to war
Nope.
for him, looking
Everything's
like
working
that.
out. Had circles under the eyes with a darker shade, as well as some moles. Finally.
Man, the
By
beautiful
drawing over
animation
your
really
eyebrows,
helps this
we
as
can
well.
make them thicker. His hands are solid. Guess all of him can't be feminine. He has calluses.
Oh,
Nice work. These are working hands.
Drink this.
he's already looking more normal, but
What's
his
inside?
eyes are still so pretty.
Why did I ask?
It's
It'll
gonna make your
cause
breath
mouth and
smell
throat to
smell
swell,
bad.
making you sound like a different person.
Oh,
I'll need to sip this slowly.
that sounds
Sure it's
awful.
not poison.
The flavor's spicy, but rest assured it won't kill you. The whole thing, if you'd please.
Oh my god.
And now for the final touch.
How different is he gonna sound?
Put these between your teeth.
Is it
and
gonna be a
cheeks to
different
change
voice
your
actor?
face shape. My work here's done.
His eyes are still so pretty.
Please refrain from calling me that.
No, it's the same voice actor.
Despite everything, he's still pretty handsome.
Yeah.
Natural beauty must be such a burden.
You should put like
Anyway,
ugly
Not
contacts
like
in his
anyone else could
eyes.
have done a better job.
But I guess they probably don't have access to contacts here.
There's nothing more unnerving than seeing him smile.
How fortunate Master Jinchi's destination is in the same direction.
Oh no.
Don't you agree, Master Jinchi? Yes?
You're
Oh my
right.
gosh.
If you came along.
They've even won him over. But there's also the fact several people are already aware I'm your personal servant.
That's
so-
true.
I think it would be fun.
In case Xiaomao needs a disguise of her
Oh
own.
no.
That's a brilliant idea.
Luckily, I have
Make her look
possess every
beautiful.
tool imaginable for makeup. Have to ensure you look completely different from your usual appearance, right?
Yeah, they're gonna like dress her up.
Right.
From this point forward, please refer to me as Jinka. My
Jinka.
good lady.
You're what?
And look at how
I believe
she's
it's
dressed
appropriate.
up.
Good.
That is true.
She does look
My
very
outfit
pretty in
belongs
that.
to Lady Sweeten's daughter. Please stop enjoying this so much.
I prefer this look of hers to the last time she was all dressed up.
Here's the map, Xiao Mao.
I like her
If you
hair.
just follow it.
One thing, Master Jinka. Jinka.
Yes, I'm here, my lady.
All he did was add the character Ka, which means flower. I should have made him dress up as a woman after all.
Honestly, it probably would have worked. Yeah.
No, for the sake of maintaining world peace.
Yeah, you'd start a war.
Why do I have to serve as the bodyguard? Not to mention I have to stay hidden the whole time.
That makes sense.
Jinka,
My apologies, my lady. I will slow my pace.
good boy.
Grocery shopping? Wearing those garments?
But she's so excited. Buy it for her, Jinka.
All I wanted was to feed my poor dad.
Aww.
Which is why he lives in a miserable shack, despite having what should be a lucrative profession.
Yeah, despite how good he is at his job. What's wrong, Jinka?
Why are you so quiet?
Because there's nothing for us to discuss.
It's
What's
pouting.
so wrong with that? Mr. Two Skewers,
Coming up.
here's yours. Eat
Aww.
up before it gets cold.
Oh, she's so cute.
That flavor is good. That delicious fat.
It looks really
Find
good.
these flavors. You won't get poisoned.
Oh yeah, there's like, cotton balls and stuff in your
Use
mouth.
this. I thought that sort of thing was exclusively for soldiers, not eunuchs. No point interrupting his bliss.
Yeah, there's so much about Jinchi that's like not what regular eunuchs have.
I have to admit that was a wonderful suggestion on your part.
These two like
Even as a child,
what,
when
playing
the young
matchmaker?
master found a fate, you always worked so hard finding him a new toy that would hopefully settle him down.
Aw.
That is not a luxury that Master Jinchi is allowed to have.
You're so
Do we
fixated
really need to be in
on
such a
her.
huge rush?
What about this person you're supposed to meet?
It sounds like you want to split from me as soon as possible.
Does it? Guilty. I'm dying to go back to pick up some of those radishes in a
Yeah, I
chicken.
was just thinking.
Stop, my lady.
She keeps thinking about that.
Is life at the palace really so bad?
Oh my
To
god.
me, it's better than living in the pleasure district.
It's certainly not the worst place.
They both have ups and downs probably for
I
her.
leave work.
Well, I never thought you cared about anything else besides medicine and poison.
Yeah,
He's also my teacher for both.
That's
so
true.
I'd prefer if he stayed alive a little while longer.
she does
If
care
you're
about
his
people.
student, he
She
must be
just doesn't
extremely
care about
competent at
you,
what he
did she?
does.
Yes,
Then he's far more talented than I thought. Only those chosen by the Empire are permitted to study abroad.
I know. The man is a genius.
That's why
They
she's a
say Heaven
genius.
only grants a person one talent. I suppose it's because he's short on luck. And other departments for that matter, considering he no longer possesses his manhood.
You're saying
Whoa,
this adoptive father of yours is a eunuch too?
we didn't
You
know that,
catch on
right?
Quick. He was made a eunuch by the previous Empress Dowager, the former Emperor's mother.
Apothecary, doctor.
He's
I
putting
never
pieces
mention that?
together?
Tell me, do you know the regulars at the Verdigris house?
Well, if the customer stands out for a particular reason.
Yeah, she probably would.
Like who, for example? Then how does one decrease the value of a courtesan?
What a truly unpleasant question.
Yeah, it really is.
And then they're separated into those who are beautiful and those who are not.
So sad.
Their entire value is based on purity. And losing
Interesting.
that would easily have
Oh,
their worth.
that's fucked up.
Additionally, in the case of pregnancy,
Oh.
it would reduce it to nearly zero.
Oh, that's so fucked. The implications there. Jesus, man. Jesus, man. I mean, this show, like, touches on really, really dark topics. I mean, I feel like this is some of the darkest they've gone. The implication of like, okay, so, you know, we're talking about, the idea of like decreasing the value of a courtesan. How would one do that? Well, a lot of them, they, you know, the way that you get them to make money, the way you get them to increase their value is the fact that they're so pure, the fact that they haven't lost their virginity. And so if you take that away, they lose their value, and if you impregnate them, they lose all of it. Like, it's like that's a guaranteed way to make people stay away from them. And so like it's the sort of thing, like I don't even want to say out loud the words that they're implying there, but yeah, just like, and I mean, mostly I don't want to say it out loud because who knows if it's gonna demonetize me. It probably won't. I don't really come across demonetization too much, and I tend to swear a lot in my videos. But you know, let's not risk it. And I mean, it's just kind of just gross to say anyway. But yeah, that's like real fucked up. But that's the like crazy thing about this series. It really doesn't hold back, does it? Like it just goes hard on that stuff. So I feel like this second half of the season is going to be so dark. I mean, it already is, honestly. And Lakan, for Lakan to be the one that like led into this storyline, I mean, this guy could be like a really disgusting villain. I don't know yet, but it seems like from the implications that are being thrown out here, he might be truly, truly disgusting. But that, you know, makes me so interested in this character and like what role it's gonna be, what role there's gonna be in this show, because wow. Like, I'm smiling not because this is a thing to smile about. I'm smiling because I'm really happy that there's like that this show is so well done. Like I whenever there's storytelling, whether it's really amazing stuff happening, like cute stuff or fun stuff, or whether it's really dark and horrifying stuff, all of that can really can really get me to smile, because I like when it's all coming together and it's really well done. I just can't help but love the fact that I'm experiencing really good media. And Apothecary Diaries is scratching that itch for me, where I'm watching the episodes and I get that pit in my stomach, and then like I go from like, oh, that's so horrible, to like, but holy shit, is this good, you know? Like, I mean, this is a tiny bit of a tangent, and I won't spoil the show that I'm about to talk about, but my family and I watched Severance together, the TV show Severance, and it's an absolutely incredible TV show, like absolutely amazing. And I was when we were watching the finale of season 2 today. Again, I'm not going to spoil it, so if you haven't seen it, don't worry. But we're watching the finale of season 2 today, and pretty intense scenes going on. And my dad was talking about during the episode, he said, like, if I hadn't already started watching this with you guys, this isn't a show that I would want to watch, because it makes me very uncomfortable. Like, it's just a really horrifying stuff to think about, and I don't like having these thoughts, and I don't like feeling this stuff, right? And it's like, I get it, I understand. It does cover some like really dark topics and like things that you don't want to think about. But like when it's done really, really well, and I think it like nails the tone it's going for and the intrigue and stays entertaining the whole time and does amazing character work, when all those things are hitting, including like it's got the dark themes, but the dark themes to me aren't so oppressive that I don't want to watch anymore, but instead they're intriguing me. When all of that's working together, like I can't help but just be so I watch Severance with a smile on my face, not because it's like, oh, happy things are happening, it's like horrifying things are happening, but man, it does it so well that I'm just so engaged. And that's, you know, I'm getting that from Apothecary Diaries as well, where it's like, where yeah, like but Apothecary Diaries even more like lures you into a false sense of security. It has such goofy stuff happening and silly characters, and like that, you know, you spend so much of the episode being like, oh, we're giving Jinchi a makeover, and like we're making him look uglier, and oh, he's still pretty, let's try to make him uglier, oh, he's still pretty, oh, now those two are playing matchmaker, and they're like trying to get Jinchi and MAOMAO to go out here together, and so like, oh, now they're doing that. Oh, isn't that so cute? And now we're teasing MAOMAO about her appearance, and now MAOMAO is hungry and she wants food, and like, you know, you're playing with all these silly things, and then it ends with like, oh, her value is her virginity, and you can take that away from her to actually drop her value. So not only are you violating her, but you're also dropping her value and ruining her life. Great. Holy shit. How did we get there? So yeah. And then yeah, there was just also there's lots of stuff with Jinchi where they're implying a lot of things with Jinchi, that it's like he's not your standard eunuch, right? I think I've said several times in these discussions that my thought is that he's not a eunuch at all, but like I don't know. I just thought, oh my god, I just realized, like, I was thinking that, and then in this episode, MAOMAO said, like, take off your clothes, right? And in my head, he was just gonna, like, completely strip naked at that time, and it was just gonna be, like, treated as a very casual thing. I mean, it wouldn't have been treated as casual, they would have played around with it, but it still would have been, like, you know, it wouldn't have been a huge deal. It would have just been a few second scene. But if he did get naked in front of her, like fully naked, then it would be kind of a big deal because we get confirmation, I think, if she saw, on whether or not he's a eunuch. But this is the thing, like sometimes I'm worried about giving theories in shows that I feel like have somewhat complex storylines, and not that Apothecary Diaries is necessarily complex. I think it's really just the setting that necessitates the series being outside of my realm of comfort in terms of like complexity level of plot, because I don't know a lot of the cultural like I don't have a lot of the cultural context for the series. The show does a great job at like at teaching you cultural context as you require it, but that basically means that the show is leading me along by a hand. I can't predict much stuff that's happening in the future because I'm still always being led by the show. Because the show is teaching me little bits at a time. I'm not falling behind. I'm understanding everything that's going on, but like when they're dropping hints about things that, you know, could be happening in the future, or like things about characters that we don't know yet, it's going to be much harder for me to actually pick up on that stuff or follow it to its conclusion before the show gets there, because I'm still learning with the show, you know? So I can't ever possibly get ahead of it unless I start to like, you know, get a good grip on all of the rules, and then I can start to get ahead of it, you know? Like there aren't really that many shows that I feel like I can get fully ahead of it. Like, you know, I think like My Hero Academia is a series I'm extremely comfortable with, where it's like I know the series, the anime at least, not the manga, but I know the anime inside and out. And so like I'm very comfortable making theories and ideas and speculating for that series, because I have such a good grasp on it, you know? I'm somewhat comfortable doing like One Piece, you know? I'm somewhat comfortable making theories about that because I've, you know, seen a lot of it, and I feel like I've got a good grasp on a lot of the story. But yeah, when it comes to this show, it's tough. It's tough for me to make theories. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 18. Oh my god, of Apothecary Diaries. Here we go. Oh, we just saw them eating in the alleyway. I think now we've seen all of those scenes from that little bit.
That building up ahead is the place you were looking for, yes?
Yeah, she's just moving on. Uncomfortable topic.
Then I'll
We're
be
done
off,
talking about it.
if you'll excuse me.
Jinchi's still reeling from it. Oh.
It's fine. I didn't show any emotion when I spoke. Sir.
Whoa, cool shot. Oh, I loved the colors in that shot. Whoa. What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
A dream from the past. Far back when I was only an infant.
What the fuck?
All right.
Was that like MAOMAO'S mother
Well,
trying to
Mao.
kill
You don't have
MAOMAO?
work today?
I'm on vacation.
Oh my god, did Lakan...
You stopped by the apothecary?
Is Lakan
Just passing
MAOMAO'S
by.
dad? Okay,
That's
hold
not
on.
the main reason I'm here.
Oh my gosh.
Suffocating me,
One or the other.
I don't know what this is
My
about.
god, just
but it
such
looks
big
like Ryan
boobs.
had
It's
a
like
lot on
most
his
of the
plate,
screen.
too.
Is it your soul
Who do you think you're
pushy?
calling?
Overcome with hate. I guess she doesn't have the energy anymore. Their illness worsens. Her memories are gradually torn into shreds.
Jeez.
But a decade or so ago, it had a sordid past marred by disaster. And was unlucky enough to catch syphilis.
Syphilis.
he might have been able to properly treat her. But nobody trusted a eunuch who appeared out of nowhere. She had to continue serving customers. That's the law of being a courtesan.
Damn.
A few years later, when the rashes started to reappear, the sores began spreading almost instantly.
Ugh.
Ever since then,
That's so awful.
this
Oh.
What is it?
Big Sis wanted you to know, that weirdo with the monocle is here, so you should avoid going out there for a while.
Oh.
I've got it. Thank you.
The weirdo with the monocle, Lakan.
As
Anger?
long as I stay put, I won't run into him here.
Okay. Oh, this is the... Oh, this is in the OP, right? Is she setting up like a Go board?
She's gone.
Or maybe you're not supposed to know that she's setting up a Go board, but the OP tells you.
He's gone now, and thank you again for being so patient.
Look at her
Did you spend
boobs.
time with him that day?
Also, he brought up that offer for you again. Do you realize how rare that is?
You know the old lady. She'd let the weight of silver overrule that.
She's saving up for her boat fare to paradise.
Mayme's
I
cute.
don't
I like her
really blame
voice.
She's not even 30 yet. But for a courtesan,
Yeah.
that's retirement age. That's an emotion I'm sure I left behind. Back in the womb of the woman who birthed me.
Can we get more
I haven't
information
spoken
about
for
that?
ages now.
I mean...
I'm doing this pro bono, so you have to help me find good customers in exchange.
No, that's not what pro bono means. You're supposed to do it for free. Want nothing in return.
We're having a vegetarian dinner today, so make sure not to nibble on any meat or fish, Xiao Mao.
Damn, that sucks. I want meat.
I realize you're taking a break.
Oh, damn it. And here I thought getting back to work would help distract me from her.
There'll be no more hiding weird plants in the warehouse.
She's sharp.
Why don't you ask Master Jinshi to let you use one of the vacant
Oh, well, that's
rooms?
nice.
Thanks, but I can't use a noble's home as my personal medicine.
But you're keen. You know where you stand and how to play the game.
That's what she's best
I'm
at.
of lowly birth. Nothing will change that.
She's great
The
at playing
fact
the
that I am
game.
even here now is a small miracle.
Sure. Wait just a moment.
She's so excited. No one's ever this excited to
Like
pick
night
up
and day
medicine.
compared to the pharmacy that the quack doctor runs in the rear palace. This place is there's nothing like a smell that leaves a bitter taste in my mouth.
She could stay here
I
forever.
wonder what they have in their medicine. Get a hold of yourself and stop acting.
Hello.
Oh, the guardhouse? Come to think of it, the last time I saw her was near the military wing.
Yeah.
I wonder why she seems to dislike me.
Yeah, I've
Well, is there
noticed that
anything
as
else
well.
you need? Pretend you didn't hear that. You
It's
need medicine,
okay.
right?
She's got tight lips.
Like,
Yep.
and it's not just the seemingly covert work he gets assigned every few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the way he takes those long baths the day before. It's like a purification ceremony. Are eunuchs allowed to perform ceremonial rites?
Good
It wouldn't be out of
question.
place for a noble to do that, but if he's of such high rank, why is he a eunuch?
Or
I
is
wonder
he?
if the previous Empress Dowager also made him a eunuch as just like my dad.
It's the girl's adopted father.
That was an interesting
Pardon the
thing. There was
intrusion.
introduction interrupted.
Would you care to pick?
Yeah, so I looked into what you were talking about, Lakan, and it's
Seems
fucked
to
up.
me. And if I refuse?
Well then, I suppose there's nothing I can do, is there? I could count every single one of them on just one hand.
Oh boy.
I thought so. He does know my true identity then.
I'm just, you know, about what my daughter would think.
Uh-oh.
I didn't want to accept it. But
Yep.
Lakan
Yes.
is MAOMAO'S father by blood.
Okay, good. I was following it right. Oh, that's fucked. That's so bad.
I'd like to pay her a visit sometime, so if you wouldn't mind letting her know, I'd appreciate it. Bye now.
I was going to talk about this in discussion as a theory. I mean, not theory as much as they hinted very, very heavily at it, if you can put the pieces together, but...
It's that weirdo I've been telling you about. His name's Lakan.
Oh!
I'll find a way to let him down gently.
Holy shit!
Thank you, I hoped you'd say that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work
I
to
need
do.
to rewatch that.
I've never seen her make a face like that.
I need to rewatch
I
that.
never want to see it again.
So we managed to find out somehow. I know this smell. It's a nerve garden! Here, and here, and here too!
Is this Sui Ray?
What's this?
Yep.
You again?
Oh no, she's holding a fucking sickle.
Oh no.
There's dirt on your hands. Seems like you were about to take something when I arrived.
Oh dear.
Who's the one overreacting now?
You're holding up a bladed weapon.
This is a medicine for resurrection.
What?
Do you mean, if such a thing exists and is proven to work, then I want it more than anything?
I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean...
Joking?
Just how good of one are you exactly?
I like her voice. The more I hear her speak, I like her sort of raspy tone.
Well then.
Okay. I feel like these two could be good friends, depending on how things go. Or maybe they're sisters. Maybe she's also Lakan's daughter. Damn, man. Man, what a wild episode. All right, okay, so I'm glad at the very least that before the show revealed it, I was able to pick up the pieces that it was putting down that Lakan was MAOMAO'S father, right? So I did the last discussion. I talked for a long time in the last discussion about how I'm not able to get ahead of the show on anything. And then, like, I wouldn't say I got ahead of the show necessarily, but I got ahead of where the show thinks the lowest common denominator is, and to me that's enough. So I'm happy that at least I was like picking up on the clues correctly. So but now let's see if I have the clues right, because I don't want to. I'm too afraid of looking stupid on this channel, but it's gonna happen at some point. So let me just see how much I've got, because I'm clicking on the episode right now. That's what my mouse is hovering over right now. I'm going through the episode because first I want to get to that nightmare that she had. So yeah, here it is. So this nightmare that that MAOMAO had, she said it was a memory. What did she said it was a dreams from the past is specifically what she said, from when she was an infant. And then it had this right here. Oh, so to me, this looks like this is the woman, I think. Yeah, it looks like this is the woman that that she's taking care of that has syphilis, right? Looks like she's this woman. So my thoughts immediately are like, this woman here is MAOMAO'S mother. And what happened was Lakan impregnated her, and then this woman, when MAOMAO was a baby, was considering killing MAOMAO, perhaps because, like, I mean, I guess there could be a couple reasons for it. And like, look, now we're in territory where it's like, now I'm in theory territory, because I don't know, like, if this is MAOMAO'S mother or anything. They haven't said that explicitly. But like, I'm going off the fact that She has green hair, and it looks like she was the one in that memory from the past, and the sort of implications from beforehand about lowering the value of a courtesan and all of that, right? So that's the sort of the pieces that I'm putting together. So either she wanted to kill, if this theory is right, she wanted to kill Mao Mao because either Mao Mao was like a reminder, you know, of like horrible shit she had to go through, or it's like Mao Mao's existence was decreasing her value. Like she can't have a kid, so Mao Mao's existence was horrible, so, you know, kill Mao Mao, you know, like something like that. I don't know. But like, yeah, horrible. Really horrible. But yeah, so damn, that, like, yeah, Lakan being Mao Mao's father is awful, because that man seems disgusting. But I want to see that scene. It was actually really terrifying, I think, but I really, like, my brain couldn't process it. When Jinchi said, like, hey, Lakan wants to meet with you soon, there was, like, a shot, and I want to see what that shot was, right? Silence, silence, silence. Oh my god, I think it's so fast that I missed it there. It's so fast that I can't even find it. There it is. That's actually terrifying. I'm actually not joking. Like, oh my god. It goes even closer. Hang on, I need to see it. I need to see the closer one. That image is really scary to me. There it is. Holy shit, dude. I'm not kidding right now when I say, like, I don't watch many horror things, right? But I don't not watch horror things because I'm scared of them. I've talked about this before. I'm just not a big fan of the way horror does things. Not that it's not a problem with the horror genre. It's just, like, not as much my thing. But you know, with that being said, like, you know, I will experience some horror related stuff. I'll play horror games. You know, I do play an okay amount of horror games. I just don't really watch horror movies or TV shows very often. I think that is one of the scariest things I've seen in a long time. I'm not kidding. I think it's because it came from a show that I really wasn't expecting it, and it was, like, eerily well drawn, and oh man. Like, I've got the face kind of burned into my memory right now. I think they did a really good job at that. And, like, I'm watching it at it's 4:30 a.m. right now. So, I mean, this is, like, the deadest of night that it could be. But yeah, that is scary, man. But I'm so impressed, and I enjoy that a lot, that they, like, really went there to, like, that was honestly such a good way to show, like, her trauma really come through there. And also, like, Jinchi was scared by her face, right? And it was just like an expression that she gave, but Jinchi was, like, scared to see that expression on her face. So how do you make the viewer scared by it as well? Well, you jump scare them. But you don't jump scare them with a bah! And, like, a skeleton jumping on the screen randomly going, Aah! You know? You jump scare them by just having the face just appear for a second. And oh boy. Because it was one of those things where, like, I didn't process what the face looked like. It really appeared for such a short amount of time that I didn't have time to process it. I just suddenly, my brain had a scary, like, feeling. Like, my brain was terrified suddenly. And I don't know that I've felt that way for a long time. It genuinely scared me. And I'm excited by that. Like when I was talking in the last thing about like, oh, I smile when a show gets really dark because I love the story. Like I'm smiling right now at the fact that it actually stuck with me, that I'm actually scared of that screenshot. It reminds me of being a kid and like the little bits of episodes that would scare me. Like when I was a kid, there was like an episode of The Simpsons, the episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns is like irradiated and he like goes into the woods and he's like a glowing green alien with like dilated eyes and he goes like, hello, I give you love. Like that episode, like, you know, originally when they see him, they don't know it's Mr. Burns. They just see this like creepy alien in the woods and stuff. Like I remember that episode terrified me. Like genuinely scared me a lot when I was a kid. And like and you know that stuck with me. And like I don't get those feelings anymore. Which is good because I don't like fear. But you know, getting a little drop of it. It's like going on a roller coaster, you know? You go on a roller coaster because you're trying to trick your brain into thinking you're gonna die while also knowing like that you're most likely not gonna die. Like that you still have the safety. That's what I feel here, where it's like I want to trick my brain into feeling that fear again, but I also don't want that fear to linger so much that I can't sleep. So this was a great like roller coaster experience. Oh man. I know I'm talking a lot about like one shot, but I wonder if there was any reason for Suirei. By the way, there's a character named Suiren and a character named Suirei. Why'd they do that? Like how are you're purposefully making it confusing? But I wonder if there's any reason she made the like resurrection joke, like where she's like, oh, I'm making medicine for resurrection. Like, I feel like that's a line you don't just put in there, especially from a character like that, who's, like, very mysterious and you know, we're still learning about her. I feel like you don't put that in unless there's something to it. Like, not that I think there is actually going to be a medicine for resurrection in this show, but that I think there's got to be a reason she said that. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, man. I'm just glad that my notes here have like... I know you can't read this, but up here it says Lakan, MAOMAO'S dad, ? And then down here it says Lakan is MAOMAO'S father. It's just really nice having like theory and then solution. I like it. All right. Well, that's Apothecary Diaries Season 1, Episode 18. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.